Yes, yes, yes. It's Raphael Dawkins Combat Radio. And today we're looking at Andy Ruiz showing off his new look as he warns Anthony Joshua he'll be lighter, faster, and more powerful in Saudi Arabia in their rematch. Okay, so without much further ado, let's take a look at Andy Ruiz showing off his new slimmer line look on the punch speed bag. But first, let's listen to what he has to say. Andy Ruiz Jr. has warned Anthony Joshua he'll be lighter, faster, and more powerful for their rematch on December the 7th in Saudi Arabia, Riyadh. December the 7th. The Mexican was billed as a no-hoper when he came in at short notice, weighing in at 19 stone, 268 pounds to be precise, to challenge Anthony Joshua for his world titles in June, Madison Square Garden. Okay. But Ruiz Jr. delivered one of boxing's biggest ever shocks, or certainly biggest shocks in recent times. Probably ever, possibly ever, you could say that. When he floored Anthony Joshua multiple times on his way to a 7th round stoppage triumph. And with that said, let's have a look. Let's listen to the words. Let's hear what Ruiz had to say here on his Instagram. Is this Instagram or Twitter? I think it's Instagram. Okay. So, Andy the Destroyer Ruiz, some know him affectionately as the Ponce. The Ponce had to say, hard work and dedication. Proud of my partner, Bonobos, for sharing my fit story. Grateful to those who inspired my journey. I hope it inspires yours. Dreams can come true. Check the link in the bio. Okay, now let's take a look. Let's take a look at the action.
If you want to accomplish something in life, it takes sacrifice. It doesn't come easy. I always thought that I was going to be something great, and look at me now. If you want to accomplish something in life.
And there is his new slimmer line look. Slimmer. Couldn't say slimmer line, slimmer look. See the protrusion of the love handles there? Still lovable. Still lovable and huggable. But let's look at the work. Let's look at the speed bag work. Let's go. Andy, come on. 2, 3, 4.
If you want to accomplish something in life, it takes sacrifice. It doesn't come easy. I always thought that I was going to be something great, and look at me now.
Indeed. Okay, so why are we here? So with that fight, he was, where was he? Is the weight there? No? Height, KO, weight, last fight, 19 stone, 268 pounds. 19 stone versus 17 stone, 17 and a half stone. Okay, what's the conversion to pounds? Can't do that right now. Okay, but I recall that Ruiz was 268 pounds for the Joshua fight. Where are we? Okay, and 255 pounds for the Joseph Parker fight. Joseph Parker fight. So what's that? 255 that's 13 pounds more for the Joshua fight. That's just shy of a stone. That's effectively a stone. 14 pounds in a stone. So if he was 19 stone for the Joshua fight, then he was 18 stone for Joseph Parker. Okay. So what will the difference in weight mean if he comes in at 255 pounds as opposed to 268? stone difference. How will that look? How will that work out for him in the Joshua fight? Well, I guess more stamina. We'll be looking at more stamina. Marginally more fleet of foot. A bit sharper on the footwork, a bit quicker on the footwork, although I don't think he's ever going to be a Sugar Ray Leonard when it comes to the footwork. Or a Harold Bomber Graham. I don't think that's ever going to be the case for Andy Ruiz Jr. But that could be said for Joshua also. So, yeah, better footwork, quicker hands. Will it result in quicker hands? Marginally. One would have to imagine so. But punch power. Ruiz says he will have increased punch power. I don't know. I really don't know about that. More fleet of foot, for sure. Quicker hands, I guess they say speed kills. So faster hands, will faster hands mean heavier hands? Not necessarily. So it's going to be interesting to see if he actually does come in significantly lighter and the effect that will play on the game, on the fight itself. That'll be interesting to see. Okay, what else does Andy Ruiz have to say? Let's move this over a little bit. Shift this over just a little bit. Okay, recent clips. Fans were last month convinced the WBO, WBA and IBF heavyweight world champ had put on more weight during a training session out in Darija. But recent clips and photos from his camp show a leaner, meaner looking Mexican. He also revealed he swapped his snack of choice Snickers for healthier options like fruit and nuts. Everyone's a fruit and nut case. Joshua has also promised to showcase a different physique for his big fight out in the Middle East. And fans are already purring at his trimmed down new look. Which he showed off during his workout, during his Saudi visit. Okay, so a new diet for Ruiz. It's gonna come in lighter for Joshua. Joshua's gonna come in lighter for Ruiz. Two lighter fighters. What will that result in? Yet to be determined. All we can do is wait and see how that works out. Hopefully it's not this again for the UK fans, or many UK fans. Hopefully we're not going to see that again. Ruiz new healthier diet for AJ rematch. Breakfast, omelette with mushrooms, spinach and avocado. Lunch, chicken salad or chicken wrap. Snacks, nuts, fruit or healthy wrap. Dinner, steak, chicken or fish with pasta or rice. That does indeed add up to a healthy diet. Okay, quick poll. Who do you think will win the rematch? Anthony Joshua, Andy Ruiz Jr., too close to call. Put me on the spot. Let's put me on the spot. Well, one thing which I find interesting is that Andy Ruiz says the rematch is going to be harder. It's going to be a harder fight. Where does he say that? Where does he actually say that? Where does he say that? Okay, here we are. Speaking to ESPN Deportes, Ruiz said, I have a lot of respect for Anthony Joshua outside of the ring. He's a very good man, but inside the ring, there are no friends. There is no respect or anything. It will not be, here it is. It will not be an easy fight. I think it will be a hard fight, but nothing in life is easy. So we're training very hard. We'll be prepared for whatever. I will arrive in better condition, lighter, faster, and more powerful. They will believe that in December they will win. But I have faith that we're going to win and shut up more mouths. So, Ruiz says it's going to be a hard fight. But why does he think it's going to be a hard fight if he finished Joshua in the 7th last time around? That's an interesting question. So I think my view is that Joshua will come in more prepared. I think the problem last time, there has been much speculation about what went wrong, and I think I have a theory. And my theory is that with Miller dropping out and then them believing that Ortiz, who said he would step in if anything happened, he would step in. Money was no object. Money wasn't an issue. They then turned down the $6 million offer from Matchroom. And then Ortiz's team turned down the $7 million offer from Matchroom, Eddie Hearn's Matchroom. And then they went to the press saying that Hearn tried to lowball them. Eddie Hearn then promptly said, okay, he's going to expose them. As soon as the next fighter who steps in is signed, sealed, and delivered, he will expose them next week. Within days, they went on a popular boxing show and apologized profusely to Eddie Hearn and said, no, sorry, Eddie didn't lowball us. It was our mistake. Sorry. Our promoter misled us. He said there was an unlimited pot and that we should hold out for more. So he didn't lowball us. We're very, very sorry. And all that malarkey just seems to me as if Ortiz, for whatever reason, didn't want the fight, or perhaps his PBC handlers prevented him from taking the fight. Or perhaps his PBC handlers promised him that they would match the offer. Stay with us and you will be more secure long term. So, to get back to the question, who do I think will win the rematch? I suspect it will be Joshua, who will be more prepared and won't have to go through, oh yeah, I was explaining that situation to explain why the multiple changes of opponents. First it was going to be Miller. Miller popped dirty for 3 strong PEDs. Then it was going to be Ortiz. Ortiz bottled it, flunked out, didn't take the fight for $7 million, by far and away his biggest payday to date or ever. So he didn't want it effectively. Declined the offer, declined the $7 million life-changing offer. And then it ended up with this guy, Andreas Ponce Ruiz. So, 3 changes. Well, 2 changes. Miller, no. Ortiz, no. And then Andy Ruiz. I think that was a primary factor. Had Anthony Joshua turned up in Madison Square Garden with a training camp that was designed for Andreas the Ponce Ruiz, I think he would have won. And in this case, in this instance, that is the case. Anthony Joshua is preparing for one man and one man alone, and that is the Ponce, Andreas Ponce. So, I'm going to have to go and stick my neck out a little bit and go, even though I think it's too close to call. If I have to pick one or the other, I have to go with Anthony Joshua. And let's see what the results are. What the hell? It just skipped. Anyway, it said 61% for, I have to watch the replay. I think it said 61% for Joshua. Something like 30% for Ruiz. I have to watch the tape back real quick and find out. So, Joshua appears to be the favorite, even though he lost last time. So, we're just going to have to watch and see how that plays out. Surprising that Joshua appears to be the favorite. Interesting.